It is a beautiful Wednesday morning and you are watching Morning Rush. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and making us a part of your morning routine as you head out to have a winning day. Now, if you haven't done school run by now, you're late. Yikes. But it's okay because, we'll kind of just keep you entertained anyway. I am joined by a brilliant young woman who calls herself a serial entrepreneur, and we will find out why. But of course, one of the reasons why she is on Morning Rush this morning is because on Wednesdays we celebrate women in entertainment, and entertainment is a very broad spectrum which also accommodates the lifestyle aspect, and this is where our conversation with her will begin. I am speaking this morning to Mercy Mabiza. Good morning, Mercy.
Good morning, Candice.
How are you?
Well, excited.
We're excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Why do you call yourself a serial entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness, I do so much. There's basic entrepreneurship where you're just probably chasing one thing, but I do multiple things. I'd like to think I am versatile, diverse. I'm a creative director and a designer for a handbag brand. And I'm a cosmetic chemist. At the same time, I'm a modern day farmer and I'm an aspiring sommelier. So there's so much.
Yeah. Now, all these different elements, how do they feed into you and the person that you are?
Okay, so everything, I love to identify myself as a lifestyle person. So everything really plays an important role into the woman I am and to the woman I'm becoming. When we speak about bags, I'm passionate about bags. So when I get to design a bag for someone, an everyday bag, which someone can carry anyway, and it gets to speak to that person, they're actually able to carry it in their space and it defines them. To me, that's more like, okay, so I'm actually able to put together something for someone and they're able to be identified by something which I've made. When it comes to cosmetics, I've always had problematic skin. So being able to channel part of that energy to some people, because I know what they're going through. So when people come to me and they consult and they're telling me all about their journeys, about I've tried this, I've tried that, and I'm like, no, I'm able to formulate something specific for your skin type. I'm able to help you. So a little bit of everything really just funnels into my cup, and I'm able to give so much more to other people because everything just seems to fit. Everything fits into a,
someone who says, oh, we've all got 24 hours in a day. And for some of us, those 24 hours feel like 2 hours. For others, they feel like 3 years. How do you manage everything? How do you find, I know there's no such thing as balance, but how do you strike that equilibrium around everything that you're doing and ensure that you still have time to also take care of yourself?
Okay, so I'm also one person who's really big on my mental space. When I feel drained, I definitely take time to be able to, actually I'm just able to move away from situations where if I'm not able to perform, it just literally, it affects everything. So when it comes to the balance, I won't lie, it's really challenging now because everything is still growing. So I still have to be a bit hands-on everything. However, I've managed to put together a team. So the delegation it really helps. I travel so much, so when I do travel, I always try by all means to make sure I factor in the fun aspect of everything. So during work, there is the fun aspect of everything. But honestly, being able to strike a balance with everything happening is hectic. The 24 hours is actually never enough. But then I'm still able to say, you know what, there should be a little bit of time where I'm able to just sit aside and Messi can actually think and breathe. Otherwise, everything just crumbles down. If I'm not functional, if I'm too tired, then there won't be a royal group at the end of the day. So,
Tell me what makes you happy about everything that you do.
I'm bringing change. I love that. The fact that I fit into this puzzle of the world. I always tell people that there's a reason why I was supposed to be born in this particular era. I could have been born in 1980 something, but I'm supposed to be here now. So my mark now, my footstep, my footmark, it has to be there, and it is there. So every time when I go out there and I meet random people, I even meet people who are carrying the bags I've designed and they don't even know me. So to me, that's like, okay, so I have actually left a mark in people's hearts as well. So literally from everything, from the bags, from the skincare, from the farming, I see how I am able to touch people's lives, especially young women. And when they look up to me and they're like, Mercy, how are you doing it? And I explain to them that I literally just work hard, period. So Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let me take you back to the cosmetology side of things, because now you've moved from just creating skincare products for people, and for yourself also, into creating an entire wellness brand. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so when it comes to the skincare, so I'm actually a biologist and a biochemist. That's what I studied at uni. And then now, 4 years later, which is last year in October, that's when I'm like, you know what, actually I have to specialize in cosmetic chemistry. So having to then understand the fundamentals of ingredients. What does this skin type need? What does this skin tone need? How do we address this particular problem? So with everything coming into play, there are people who come in and we can formulate so many products for a particular individual. But there are some people who, when it comes to topical creams, you can only do so much.
Right.
They need a detox from inside. So that birthed the IV drip clinic. So the IV drip clinic is more of skin, wellness, and everything health. So we're actually able to take care of you, not necessarily just on the topical things you are applying. We actually infuse everything into your blood. So if you're low on your supplements, which I feel like most people just really brush aside and they're like, no, but then you do need those extra vitamins. You do need the detox because your skin is probably resistant to some types of creams now. So we're actually able to really bring that in. And relative when it comes to skincare, people are self-aware. So you meet somebody and they have something going on with their skin and you're probably just speaking to them. To them, they feel like maybe you're just literally analyzing what's on my skin, etc. So it does affect a lot of, especially women, it does affect them when their skin is going through a lot. So I get to actually express to people that perhaps having hyperpigmentation, having acne, it doesn't mean you're ugly. And it's not a curse. Unfortunately, some of us, our hormones are a bit more, they're fluctuating a bit more, but we are able to help you manage it. There are some things where we cannot completely correct, we're just able to manage it. So being able to tap into that with various people, various individuals, and speaking to them on their health and their wellness, yeah, it also brings a balance into my life as well. Yeah.
Mercy, so much more I could continue talking to you about. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Thank you so much for joining us.